At number 10, we have the Carolina Panthers. I like the Panthers this year and think they're going to make the playoffs. The problem is, they've had a really easy schedule so far, facing the lowly 49ers and Bills. They've won those games, but not in the convincing fashion expected of a top 10 team. I have a feeling that this team will hover around number 10 throughout the entire season. Still, they're undefeated and have to be on this list for now. At number 9, we have the Detroit Lions. The Lions face two quality opponents in the Cardinals and the Giants and have won both games in convincing fashion, with the game never truly in doubt. That is what good teams are supposed to do. They got 24 points on the elite Giants defense, and that's not easy to do. I'm not too worried about them early in the season, but I want to see them close out the division. They can't win the division in week 2 though, so their undefeated record takes them to number 9. At number 8, we have the Green Bay Packers. This defense is going to get this team in real trouble. When elite offenses like the Falcons come out, the Packers offense is under tremendous pressure to keep putting up points on every drive. I just can't doubt Aaron Rodgers. This team beat the Seahawks and lost to the Falcons. Two elite playoff teams, and going 1-1 against them can't be held too much against them. At number 7, we have the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens defense has proven to be very elite and possibly the best in the NFL. Joe Flacco seems to be finding some rhythm and the offense can support the defense. The problem is, they've beaten Andy Dalton's Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Not exactly tough competition so far. I still worry about the offense doing just enough to support the defense. Still, this team is 2-0, and that's all that really matters. At number 6, we have the Denver Broncos. The Chargers victory was a good one, but the Cowboys victory was a great one. The Broncos shut down the Cowboys' ground control offense and really controlled the game from beginning to end. This defense is still elite, and the offense is doing just fine with Trevor Siemian behind center. They had one excellent week, and the offense must continue to produce. I'm not worried about their defense at all, and they're hard to beat in Mile High. At number 5, we have my Oakland Raiders. The Raiders took care of business against the Jets. The Raiders have a good win over the Titans and never put the Jets game in serious doubt. They don't have a good win against the quality passing attack yet, and that still remains a big question mark. The Raiders have a 2-0 record and won in the way that's expected of them and have the makings of an elite team. At number 4, we have the New England Patriots. This team might have a loss on its record, but I just can't put them down very far. The Patriots put a whipping on the Saints at home and never put that game in doubt. They answered the question of how they're going to respond with flying colors. Now, a new question is if they're able to overcome so many injuries. Almost the entire receiving corps is banged up, but I'm sure Brady and Belichick will overcome. At number 3, I have the Pittsburgh Steelers. I love this team at home, and they beat up on the Vikings this week. Big Ben had a good game, but Le'Veon Bell needs to get going. Maybe the Steelers are trying to ease him in, and that's not a bad idea. The Steelers haven't faced a tough opponent so far, and I doubt this team's abilities on the road. Still, they're undefeated and have beaten the teams that's in front of them. At number 2, we have the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons opened their new stadium against the mighty Packers and won pretty handily. There were some concerns about Steve Sarkisian and his ability to get the ball to his playmakers, but those questions have been put to rest, at least for 1 week. The defense is a little underrated, but that offense is dangerous and is here to stay. At number 1, I had the Kansas City Chiefs. I was hesitant to put them at number 1 after just 1 week, but the Chiefs have been very impressive early in the season. Kareem Hunt looks like the real deal and could arguably be the league MVP if you judge by just 2 weeks. The Chiefs dismantled the Patriots and won a tough game against the Philadelphia Eagles. A lot still has to be decided, but the Chiefs have already won against what might be 2 playoff teams.